And welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows. My name is Melody. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. So this video is for the star sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you want to know where your placements are and everything I just mentioned, go over to astroseek.com and do a free natal chart. It will tell you where all of your placements are at. All right. So Leos, this is for the new moon in Virgo energy that we got coming here in just a few short days. So if you are new to the channel, and when you're done watching your messages, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. I'm adult enough to agree to disagree. Leave a message. Let me know how you are feeling. For me, I've been sleeping a lot, and I am also mourning the loss of a kitty. I have no clue where he disappeared to. So me and my other cat have been doing some mourning. She's like my little comfort zone. And I've been trying to comfort her as well because she's been looking for him. So Leos, anyways, let's see what else. You're my 12th video, so I'm a little, just a little short for words, I guess, if you want to say it that way. So Leos, again, this is for the new moon in Virgo. So let's go ahead and get started. Leos, let's see what is happening. What's the new moon in Virgo energy around the Leo collective? Okay. So we have surrender to the divine. So you need to surrender to the divine, Leo. And what do you need to release? Right? So you're being asked, what do you need to release to surrender to the divine? What is being reflected back to you that is frozen and stuck, right? Because you're being asked to surrender it. You're being asked to release it back to the divine. Whatever is keeping you frozen and stuck, all right? So we're going to go ahead and pull some runes. I haven't really found too many people out there in the collective who do rune readings. There is some. I'm not saying there isn't any. There is some. I just have not come across too many. I, however, like the runes. So that's what we're going to use in this reading. I have their hematite runes. They're good for grounding, and they're also good for accessing your past life. So the first rune that I am going to pull, it refers to your present situation, Leo. So let's go ahead and pull the first rune and see what's going on in your present situation. All right, so we have, this is your first rune, and it's called Manaz, M-A-N-A-Z. Look at yourself. Who are your real enemies? And you're being challenged to forget old habits. Exactly. So your present situation is you're being challenged to release these old habits that have kept you frozen and stuck. Surrender them back to the divine. So that is your present moment, what your present situation is. So the next rune is the attitude to be taken, Leo. So this is the attitude to be taken. Okay, we have Berkana coming through. So Berkana represents fertility, the birth of a person or a new idea. Take your steps carefully. So the attitude to be taken is to take your steps carefully because you are going through a rebirth. And that is why Spirit is telling you to surrender to the divine, because you are going through a rebirth. What do you need to release? What old habits habits are keeping you frozen and stuck. They want you to surrender it back to the universe. Why? Because the attitude to be taken is that you can birth new ideas. You can birth a new you, Leo. So this is the direct consequence derived from that attitude. So tread carefully is what I feel they're telling you, because if you look at this card, there's a lot of snow on it. There's a lot of snow on it because you could fall. You could fall and break something, slip and slide, slip and fall, or be a little frozen, become an ice cube, Leo. All right, so the direct consequence from this attitude, if you take things slow, and so this is a birth, this new idea. What's the direct consequence of this? Okay, so it come out sideways. This stone is Sowelu, Sowelu. And it's a little sideways. So I feel like they're telling you to go slow, because if not, you're going to slide a little sideways. But it represents victory and success. To some, however, it can be a trip into the inner world in search of balance. It is time to admit something long denied. So the direct consequence of the attitude. So again, your attitude is the attitude to be taken is you're about to birth a new idea, but they want you to take steps carefully so that you don't slide sideways off of your path. So whatever you need to face within yourself and to let go of or release, so that you can go through this rebirth and to birth this new idea. So when you surrender this old habit to the divine, what you do is you gain access to birth this new creative ideas. So the direct consequences of treading lightly and going slowly, right? Taking your steps carefully so you don't slide sideways, brings you to the direct consequences of victory, success. All right, so that's the new moon energy. So let's go ahead and see, Leo, what you need to surrender to. What does Leo need to surrender to other than the divine? What does Leo need to surrender to? Non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power and let others come to you. So you see this unicorn coming out of her third eye. So I feel like you need to just be still. Don't take no action. And that's why the attitude to be taken is telling you to go slow, right? To go slow, tread carefully, because they don't want you to slide sideways. So releasing this old habit, right? And you go slow and you surrender to just to be still and not act, and you surrender to the divine and just simply breathe and focus on your own power. What you do is you gain this new creative idea. You gain success, right? You gain success to what? Surrender. Just to surrender, all right? So what's happening with love? What is happening with love for Leo? Okay, well, we got 3 cards that popped out. So we have gamble. So with love, you will be able to gain this new creative idea of what is risky, right? it may be risky, you may slide sideways, but also to roll the dice, to be able to take the gamble. Here we are with the feminine energy, gaining that new creative ideas, using the power of visualization to visualize what you would like to create. So we have fantasy world. So I feel like you could be fantasizing. I feel like you could be seeing another person in your third eye. And I feel like what is happening is what you are seeing in the present moment is this old habit of staying stuck with, perhaps fantasizing about a lover instead of taking the risk, seeing perhaps a lover as a gamble or a risk. So I feel like you could be, if you take a look at this, here you are, you sit with your eyes closed. So I feel like you could literally be seeing visions, having visions, or visualizing a person that you would like to be with, right? And I feel like that is why Spirit is telling you to go slow. Just surrender to the divine. Surrender to non-action, because they don't want you to take the risk to slide off of your path. So what you need to release is this old habit as viewing all relationships as too risky. So they want you to go within and surrender to non-action and allow the divine to show you something. So I feel like you could be literally being shown something in your third eye, because your third eye is really sticking out to me. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify. Gamble, feminine, and fantasy world. Fantasy, phantom lover, for love for Leo. Yep, look at this. Divine partnership. Absolutely. So I feel like you, the reason why you're able to see them through your third eye is because they are your equal partner. So you need to surrender the habit and release this old habit of looking at relationships as too much of a risk or too much of a gamble. They want you to just surrender to the divine, just sit still. And when you close your eyes and you meditate and you concentrate and you allow yourself to be open to the visualization of this divine partnership, I feel, oh my goodness, let me pull another one. I'm hearing pull another one, right? So it's time to complete this cycle, right? It is time to complete this cycle because I feel like you do truly wish to have the perfect partnership, but I feel like you need to complete this cycle and release this old habit of looking at relationships as too risky. Right? Because this person is definitely your divine counterpart. And that is why you can actually be seeing them through your third eye. So the world card here, right? The world card is showing up. So this person is your world. This person is your divine person. So don't look as this person is too much of a risk. Just surrender to the divine. Don't take no action. Complete this old habit. Look within yourself. Complete this old habit. Look within yourself and see why you're looking at all relationships as too risky. Too much of a gamble. I can't put myself out there. Complete that. Surrender that old habit to the divine and release it, and allow yourself to be still and gain this new creative idea to draw in something perhaps that your soul is wishing for. Go ahead, take the gamble, because this person is your divine counterpart. So what signs are you showing, Leo? Yep. Spirit of gold, wealth, status, and windfall. So the gold represents the crown chakra. So again, changing that old habit of what you are thinking, releasing that old habit of how you are thinking about relationships. So you're seeing the signs that this relationship, if you change the status of how you view relationships, you're going to see that this, to me, this is a gold rose, right? You will be able to see the positiveness. I also see gold as solar plexus, which is the fire chakra, and that is exactly what you are, Leo, a fire sign. So you're able to change the status of how you are viewing relationships. Oh, yeah. So Spirit of green, green represents heart chakra. So you have crown and heart chakra coming through. So the signs that you're seeing is abundance, a windfall, a wealth, status, healthy relationships, changing the status from too risky to healthy relationships, opening yourself up to be able to give and receive on an emotional level. So those are the signs that you're seeing. That's why they want you to surrender to non-action. Just surrender to the divine. Just sit. Open up your third eye. Open up your crown. See the wealth of having an abundant and healthy relationship with a divine partner, right? Don't allow yourself to see all relationships as a risk. Release that old habit of seeing all relationships as a risk, all right? Surrender to your divine feminine, which is your sacral chakra. Open yourself up to more compassion. Open yourself up to receiving this compassionate divine partner. All right, so some crow's advice for Leo. Some crow's advice for Leo. Crow's advice for Leo. So I feel like you could get flash visions. I feel for some of you, you get visions like when you meditate, this person could pop into your third eye. For some of you, I even feel like you could telepathically hear them because it's a divine partner, right? So the crows are telling you, close with no way to open, so that you could have closed a door and you don't want to open it back up with this person because you're in the dark, right? You were in a journey in a very dark energy. So what you did was you closed the door to relationships. You looked at them as too much of a risk. So the crows are telling you are what you're listening to. So if you're listening to them thoughts, this is too much of a risk, right? Or if you listen to your heart and you feel this, like you feel like you won that pot of gold, you feel the wealth and abundant energy, right? So you're either listening to your head telling you it's too much of a risk, or you're listening to your heart and allowing a healthy situation to develop. That's why Spirit is telling you, surrender to divine, surrender to non-action, just be still, pay attention, right? Challenge yourself to let go and release this old habit of how you are viewing things, right? Allow yourself to gain a new creative idea and to go through this rebirth, right? Go through this rebirth to victory, success, abundance. All right, so let's pull, we pulled 3 there. So let's pull one, well, Well, okay. So then what the crows are telling you, you're worthy of this love, Leo. You are worthy of this love. This is a divine counterpart. And you are surrounded by your spirit team. You are surrounded by angels. That's why they're telling you, surrender to the divine. Just be still. Open up your mind. Open up that third eye. What are you seeing, right? All right. I'm adjusting myself. I apologize. So let's go ahead and pull an archangel message. An archangel message for Leo. All right. So Archangel Jeremiah, everything is happening as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So everything that you have went through was happening exactly as it was meant to. Why? Because there's a hidden blessing being bestowed upon you, right? There's a hidden blessing being bestowed upon you. Look at the gold he's pouring out, spirit of gold, like you're having a windfall of positive blessings, positive abundance that's being poured upon you. So there's a hidden blessing with everything that has happened. And I want you to know you are surrounded by the divine. You are surrounded by your angels. Absolutely. All right. So let's go ahead and pull one more angel card for you, Leo. Yeah. Go ahead and make the gesture. Express your love. So your heart is telling you to just do it, right? Your heart is telling you to go ahead. Make that romantic gesture. Go ahead. Express yourself, right? Because your heart will feel so much healthier. Your heart, you got a heart of gold. That's what I see. All right, so final card is a crystal that you recommend for Leo to carry with them in the new moon energy. So we have Neptunite, root in sacral chakra. That's right, you do deserve love. Resolution, courage, and healing. I am accepted, right? So feel secure enough to resolve this situation. Have the courage to express yourself and to allow this healing that the angels are pouring upon you, right? To feel this abundant energy, to feel this wealth, all right? And then root tile. Look this, third eye chakra, right there. Third eye chakra. Decisiveness, intuition, and stability. Insightful, yep. So now is the time to be still and act. Simply breathe and focus your own power. Focus on your own intuition and then make the decision. Take the risk. Take the gamble to go ahead and make the gesture. All right. So there you go, Leo. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed new moon. I will see you soon.